At this time, the chair recognizes Councilwoman Parker, who will present a resolution congratulating and honoring the Pennsylvania chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women. With Latifah Fields and those accompanying her, please join the Councilwoman at the podium. And joining Councilwoman Parker, we have Councilwoman Blackwell, Councilwoman Reynolds-Brown, Councilman Taubenberger, Councilwoman Gim, and Councilman Green, and Councilman Dom, Councilman Johnson, and Councilwoman Kiona Sanchez. And Councilwoman Bass. Hey, well.
Good morning, everyone. It is indeed an honor.
Councilwoman, hold on one second. Could we have a little quiet, please? A little quiet. Thank you. Go ahead, Councilwoman.
Good morning, everyone. It is indeed an honor and a privilege that we as a council gather today to congratulate and celebrate the National Coalition of 100 Black Women on the occasion of the 33rd anniversary of the Madam C.J. Walker Awards Luncheon. I want to just acknowledge for the record that standing to my left is the founder, Sylvia Webster. Give her a round of applause. She is living, walking, breathing history. Sylvia, we thank you for your leadership, and you did it at a time when it wasn't in vogue. For black women to think that it was okay for black women to get organized to advocate on behalf of their interests. So we thank you for your vision, and are proud to note that you will also be honored this year at the Madam C.J. Walker Awards Luncheon. In addition to that, I want to note that we all know that we lost a sister who contributed in a significant way to the city of Philadelphia. Some of you will remember when she worked here in our city commissioner's office, and I'm speaking of none other than our Linda Watson. We send our deepest sympathy to her family, and her legacy will continue. We are proud to note that the coalition maintains strong leadership. It hasn't missed a beat with their new president, Latifah Fields, and we want you to know that this council is here to support you when and how we have to. And finally, this is the 33rd year of the Madam C.J. Walker Awards Luncheon, and they have a mighty chair who is a part of our family. She has energy, and don't you think when you look at her that she's a sweet softie, and you listen, she's a ball of fire. Give it up for our Wilhelmina Moore. In addition to that, her co-chairs, Teresa Lamore Redmond, and we thank you all for being here. The resolution reads as follows: a resolution congratulating and honoring the Pennsylvania chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women on the 33rd anniversary of the Madam C.J. Walker Awards Luncheon, and for the organization's commitment to the educational, political, and economic empowerment of African American women throughout the city of Philadelphia.
Whereas the Pennsylvania chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women was founded in 1981 by this lady, Sylvia Webster, whose purpose was to serve as a collective voice for progressive women of African descent committed to advocating for meaningful socio-political change. And
whereas the Pennsylvania chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women in 1982 swore in 42 trailblazing leaders of varying professional affiliations, including the Honorable Marion B. Tasco, Sharice Lily McGill, Audrey R. Johnson Thornton, the Honorable Augusta A. Clark, Joanne Bell, Velma Good, Leslie Knodel, and Dr. Marshall Neil E. Young. And
whereas the organization's leaders quickly sprung into action, implementing an aggressive campaign to address the educational, economic, political, and physical needs of women throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, with a keen focus on urban cities and an array of programmatic and legislative remedies. And
whereas the organization boasts several signature programs that exhibit its unwavering mission, most notably the Educational Mentorship and Scholarship Awards Program, designed to support women and girls pursuing a post-secondary education, and the Madam C.J. Walker Awards Luncheon. And
whereas the Madam C.J. Walker Awards Luncheon, whereas named in honor of the nation's first woman to become a self-made millionaire, the Madam C.J. Walker Awards Luncheon celebrates local female entrepreneurs who successfully operate their own companies and demonstrate sound business practices. And whereas the Madam C.J. Walker Awards Luncheon also provides the coalition's leaders with the opportunity to publicly acknowledge girls and women deeply invested in their academic, social, and political advancement as recipients of its annual scholarship award. And
if you haven't gone to the luncheon, you have no idea the power of women in one room. Whereas the Madam C.J. Walker Awards Luncheon in its 33rd year is a coalition staple, which continues to be a shining example of the organization's commitment to female economic empowerment by generating over 1,000 attendees annually, beautiful attendees, providing a platform for networking, small businesses, and strengthening the unbreakable bond of female camaraderie. And
whereas, in addition to commemorating this auspicious luncheon, the Pennsylvania chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women reveal in several noteworthy accomplishments, including receiving the Susan J. Komen Awards Women's Champion Award, the Chapter of the Year Award from the National Coalition of 100 Black Women, the rededication of the Iris V. Henderson Cancer Center at Mercy Hospital in memoriam of a coalition sister, and the leveraging of local resources alongside national leadership to successfully influence the confirmation of the first African American female U.S. Attorney General, Ms. Loretta Lynch.
And whereas, as a member of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women since 1996, I'm just honored to be here with you all. What an awesome group of women. Whereas, in honor of Women's History Month and in the closing of Black History Month, the women of the Pennsylvania chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women continue to be lauded, and deservingly so, as local leaders invested in the economic, educational, and political advancement of our communities. Now, therefore, be it
resolved by the Council of the City of Philadelphia that it hereby honors and recognizes the Pennsylvania chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women on the 33rd anniversary of the Madam C.J. Walker Luncheon, and for the organization's commitment to empowering African American women throughout the City of Philadelphia.
Sure, thank you. Further resolved that an engrossed copy of this resolution be presented to the National Coalition of 100 Black Women Pennsylvania chapter as evidence of the sincere sentiments of this legislative body. Congratulations.
And the chair recognizes Ms. Fields for remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon.
On behalf of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women Incorporated Pennsylvania chapter, we thank you once, twice, and 3 times. As the ladies and gentlemen said, if you did not receive your ticket, you are missing out. But don't fret, we do it again. So save the date for March the 20th, 2018. 2020. And just follow us on social media and follow what we are doing. But we stand on the shoulders. We stand on the strong shoulders of such giants as Sylvia G. Webster, and we will continue to lead the charge here in the city of Philadelphia as the progressive Black women's organization we are. Thank you.
Congratulations, and Council. We have another speaker.
Good morning. I have very little to say. I am just happy that this organization is still functioning and still viable after 36 years.
Good. Thank you, and congratulations. Council will be at ease.